Alrighty, 7th and 8th graders, welcome back. Today's lesson we will be talking about our first art form that we're going to dive into, which is Zentangle. Okay, now we need to take apart that word, so let's start with what is Zen. Zen is a state of calm attentiveness, which in one's actions are guided by intuition rather than by conscious effort. Intuition is the power or faculty of attaining to direct knowledge or cognition without evident rational thought or inference. Basically, what this means is you think on your instincts, you go by what your gut feels like in the moment versus trying to plan it out to every single small detail. It's kind of like, this feels good, this feels right, then I'm on the right track. Now, Zentangle was only created actually just about 2 decades ago. It's not actually a 100-year-old technique. It was created by Rick Roberts in 2004, who had already kind of some skill sets into meditation and some early art creation. And so he kind of created this philosophy that created this art form, Zentangle, that really focused on drawing repeated, deliberate, and slow strokes. Now this is a slide that I wish was working, but this is actually a video. I will link this in the Canvas course under this presentation. Now, what is the purpose of this? The purpose of this is hopefully to introduce you to the beginning forms of abstraction. Abstraction is usually a very easy way for beginning artists to attempt to try to create a full, complete artwork, just because they won't get distracted or concerned about every single detail being within the sense of reality. That's what realism is. And so my idea is that I want you to relax, I want you to experiment, I want you to play with size, shapes, lines, patterns, and I want you to have fun in this class first before we really kind of get down into the nitty-gritty details with techniques and everything. Now, as you can see, this is a slide that shows you 2 different types of examples of Zentangles. There is geometric shapes and there are organic shapes. Organic shapes are shapes that we cannot make man-made. They're already naturally occurring. So if you look down here at this one where my white mouse cursor is, this is actually kind of, if you cut a plant in half, this is kind of the cellular structure that would make up that plant. Now, but over here, you have done a lot of different diagonals, a lot of different circles, triangles. Okay, so those are man-made. We're able to make those. Now, this is kind of something that we'll go towards later after we have had some practice with Zentangle. And so this is some Zentangles in which they actually put the pattern making into an actual artwork. They actually use the design and the technique into an artwork. So this is kind of where you kind of look forward to for your first major project. So if you have any questions at all,